Taycan Sport. So many buttons. Sport, Sport Plus.
You can get heated seats, you can get cooled seats.
Vented seats, cool seats. Damn.
Oh, it turned on.
And looking at the sustainable side, of course it's zero emissions, I don't have to say that, but we didn't want to stop with just the way the car's driven and the energy usage. The interior is available as a leather-free interior. We're using recycled fibers in the carpet of the car, and we want to make sure our customers are able to be individual and be able to show that side of them even when they're purchasing, a car that's known from a performance brand that's been making combustion engine vehicles alongside this. The last thing here that I see on the slide, Porsche BEV design DNA. It doesn't mean things to folks outside of the brand, but we call it our design DNA because with a battery electric vehicle, you're no longer constrained by things that you may be constrained with combustion cars. We don't have a big power plant up front that needs a lot of space. We don't need exhaust and cooling to be running under the car. So you'll see the streamlined design, that very low sloping bonnet. It's able to create a new design DNA for a Porsche. It still looks like a Porsche, feels like a Porsche, but we're able to have more flexibility in this design. Now, because we can't have a car here in person, I want to show you some pictures in full high def so you can experience it in detail. This is one that really shows the aggressive qualities of the car. The wide rear stance, that sloping roofline that's typical of Porsche. It's a four-door sports sedan, which usually means boring to some people. But with the Taycan, when the designers were set out to build this, they didn't look to four-door sports sedans as a marker. They were actually assigned to take the 911 and stretch it. That's why that sloping roofline is so pronounced, and it actually has a lower center of gravity than the 911. Looking at the front of the car, a cool piece of technology that made it from the concept, that 4-point LED headlight. It actually has active aerodynamics, taking air from the front of the car around the side. One of my favorite features of it. Active aerodynamics don't stop there. Also, we have an active spoiler at the rear that's made to be aggressive in sporty driving situations, but also provide benefits from an economical standpoint when you're looking for more range or trying to drive economically. And a little nod to the electrical engineers with the circuit path diagram underneath the Porsche logo in the rear. Finally, a car, the wheels are very important to someone like me and of course many of our customers, but I also put this up here to highlight how low the car is. Because of that lack of a power plant, you can see that sloping bonnet goes straight to the front right away. It's one of the benefits you have when designing with an electric powertrain in mind. You have a lot more flexibility and the designers really had that. We were looking today and the Taycan is actually one of the widest sedans available for sale, the widest in Canada. It's lower than the Panamera, lower center of gravity than the 911. You get a lot of benefits in the electric world. A couple more shots of the interior. It's funny, when we spoke to the designers about this, they said, we looked to the classic 911 as an inspiration. And I said, this is a bunch of screens and leather-free. How would that be something that you did? And they said, if you look at the lines, those two straight lines across the dash, flat panel, it's like a classic dashboard. Just one piece of wood usually would be there. The driver's instruments are what's really important in front of them, and they try to use that design DNA and language in this interior. Of course, I'm a techie, I love the technology, and that driver's instrument cluster is one of the key pieces in the interior. It's the first use of a curved LCD display in an automotive application, 16.8 inches, customizable as you can expect. Very tech forward in a car that wants to harken back to the future and a little bit to the past as well.
Hey, what's up everyone? Just came back from Porsche event. Apparently that's how you pronounce it, Porsche, not Porsche. They were unveiling the new model, Taycan. Pretty cool. I think it will give Tesla some competition. Goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.8 seconds. It has 800 volt battery. So some exciting times down the road. I will definitely try it out once it's here in Canada. It's not here yet. It will start at $120,000 and will go up from there. They gave us a small present. They gave us this box. Just says Taycan from Porsche. And look at this. It's a ceramic Taycan, which is pretty cool. It's quite heavy, which is a nice paperweight. One of a kind. All right, thank you for watching and subscribe.